Have you ever faced a problem that seemed much bigger than you? A problem that made you feel afraid and powerless? Thousands of years ago, a young shepherd named David faced a giant named Goliath. David was not a soldier. He had no great armor and no powerful weapon. But David had something greater faith in God. This is the incredible story of David and Goliath. The army of Israel was standing on one side of a valley, while the Philistine army stood on the other. Then Goliath stepped forward. He was a powerful warrior, heavily armed and confident. Day after day, he challenged the Israelites. He shouted, "Send someone to fight me!" But when the Israelites saw Goliath, they were terrified. No one wanted to face him. The giant seemed impossible to defeat. One day, a young shepherd named David came to the battlefield. His father had sent him to bring food to his brothers who were serving in the army. David heard Goliath challenging Israel. He was surprised that everyone was so afraid. David believed that God was greater than the giant standing before them. He volunteered to fight Goliath. King Saul heard about David and called him, but David explained that he had already protected his father's sheep from dangerous animals. He trusted that God would help him again. Saul gave David armor, but David could not move comfortably in it. So David removed the armor. Instead, he took his shepherd's staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones from a nearby stream. Then David walked toward Goliath. The giant looked at this young shepherd and laughed. Goliath could not understand why Israel had sent someone so young. But David was not depending on his own strength. He was trusting God. David declared that the battle belonged to the Lord. Goliath moved toward David. David reached into his bag and took 1 smooth stone. He placed it into his sling. The battlefield became silent. David swung the sling and released the stone. The stone flew through the air and struck Goliath. The giant fell to the ground. The impossible had happened. A young shepherd had defeated the mighty warrior. The Israelites saw what happened and gained courage. The Philistine army became afraid and fled. Have you ever faced a problem that seemed much bigger than you? A problem that made you feel afraid and powerless?